Alright, so I'm live once again, and in this video I just want to quickly share with you, I think 7 videos that I've been enjoying over the past week or so. I'm doing this because quite often on live streams, people will ask who I follow online or who I follow on YouTube or social media, and typically the answer is no one, because I really don't. I don't really keep up with much, if anything, and I tend to ignore most things. But in the past month or so, I started watching more things on YouTube and subscribing to a few channels. And so I thought maybe on a weekly basis, what I'll start doing is kind of sharing some videos and stuff that I think, or so I'll start sharing some videos and stuff that I've enjoyed over the past week. So I'll give you kind of an idea what I'm watching or who I'm following, or just also a way to find out new, interesting, random things that you may not have known about otherwise. And these things that I've been watching might really surprise people based on their assumptions of what I'm doing or of various other subjects that I've made my video on, or my videos on. But basically, in my last Q&A, I had the thumbnail was basically a dude with this Jeep with a bunch of machine guns on it. And that guy is called Dragon Man. So the first video that I'll be sharing, and I'll post all the links below the hold on, maybe I can post them in the chat, but I'll be posting them in the description of this. Hold on, let me be real awkward for a second and see if I can like send it to myself, so that you guys can have it down below. But I'm going to post it below in the description once I'm done. But I will also try and basically I don't know if that just died or what the hell just happened. Okay, so it's still working. So yeah, I'll post the links below. I'm just going to go through them. This is really terrible. This is a really bad live stream. So the first one is from Dragon Man, and it is him walking through his D-Day museum. This guy has like a 70 or 80,000 square foot private museum, which is completely insane. And you really, seeing it still isn't even believing it, because even when you see it and see him go through it, it really defies belief that one person can have all of this stuff, and that 95% of everything that he has is functional. The dude has like over 90 military vehicles, which is insane. But that's the first video, is him walking through his D-Day exhibit in his private 70,000 square foot museum. So highly recommend checking out that video and checking out his stuff. The second video I'll have in there will be Michael Jordan's years as a Washington Wizard. So basically, I was a huge Michael Jordan and Chicago Bulls fan as a child. And then once he retired for, I guess, the second time, I kind of quit watching sports and was kind of done with it. But then he, 3 years after his second retirement, started playing for the Washington Wizards again. And I didn't really pay attention, and I'd kind of wrote it off and thought that he was really not that good at that time. But this documentary, this quick video, shows how he was actually still the best, if not one of the best players in the game, 40 years old, riddled with injuries, playing against people who were half his age in their complete athletic prime and just completely dominating them. And how if it weren't for injuries and a couple of other things, he probably still would have been a championship contender, which is pretty crazy and something that I didn't really even know about. So that's the second one. This next two movies, or the next two videos that I'm linking, are basically self-massage techniques for helping out with digestion, which is, I saw them recently and have done them, and they're quite helpful. Not only for just helping digestion, but also just for like helping to chill out and relax at night before bed, because so many of us, or so many people, if not everyone, holds a lot of tension in their gut. A lot of people have digestive issues, whether that's poor appetite, sluggish elimination, gas, bloating, the whole lot of it. People really have issue with their energy levels and the food they eat, and then that whole process generally needs some support for most people all the time, but for some people sometimes. So there'll be 2 of those self-massage videos, which are highly recommended, and I highly recommend watching them and knowing them and practicing them because it can really quite help out a lot. So the next video is, or the next 2 videos are about this, are actually the next 3 videos are from this one guy's historical channel, and all of his videos are completely incredible, and it's basically what the History Channel used to be but never actually was, but we all wish it kind of was because each of his presentations is so good. But they're basically about, the first 2 are about this Tiger tank during World War II that basically took down 50 other tanks by itself, and I think took like 70 or 80 shells, but was not damaged at all. So this tank, they took, after I think 80 shells, the guy's like, you know what, maybe we better pull back because we don't want to get hurt. Which it's like, at that point, this dude in the tank had taken down 50 other tanks and had been shot and hit 70 or 80 other times. It's a completely insane, unbelievable story. So that's 2 videos. And then the last video is also another completely insane, unbelievable story from World War II, which is about a German paratrooper rescue where this dude, they ended up driving 70 miles total behind enemy lines through multiple checkpoints in stolen vehicles and stolen uniforms to rescue, I think, 100 or so people from prison, or from basically POW type situation. And it's like, obviously, yeah, they were technically the enemy, but the story is insane. And the fact that a person would do this and pulled it off is just ridiculous. So that's the 7 videos and why I like them and why I think they're cool. And as soon as this video's published, I'll post them in the description so that everything will make more sense. Which, had I thought about it before, I would have already put them in the description, but clearly I did not think about it before. And this is probably one of the worst live streams I've ever done because of just the awkward nature. But I just wanted to do it in response because people will often ask, what do I watch? Who do I follow? What am I interested in on the internet? And typically I'm just like, nothing. So I thought this would help give some context and also share things that might seem random or things that are just interesting to learn about in terms of other things. It might surprise people to to hear some of these things based on people's assumptions about whatever they think that I might be into. Because it's funny, people will be like, do you follow this person, this guru, this new agey type person, or this health person? I'm like, nope, not a fan. But anyways, that's it for this video. If there's any questions, I could probably answer a few in the next few minutes before I go get some lunch. But otherwise, I highly recommend checking out the videos that I'll be linking once this is actually published. If you're at all interested in history or just crazy stories that seem like they should be made up or seem like they should be out of a movie, or just crazy, unbelievable shit like this guy Dragon Man. It's like incredible. But anyways, thanks for tuning in to this brief and pretty unscripted, unorganized live stream. Check out the videos that will be linked below, and I will talk to you soon.